Erin here with Erin Makes, and today we're going to be making some air dry clay small useful items. Today I'm doing beginner-friendly air dry clay projects while walking through techniques like scoring, slipping, and painting. One project turned out surprisingly cute and one completely failed. And honestly, I learned more from the disaster. I'm gonna make an SD card, a little bin, or maybe a Scrabble holder. Let's see which one works out better. And I'm going to make a hairband trinket dish holder for my hairbands. The clay I'm gonna be using today is the air dry clay from Crayola, and I got this at Michael's. First thing we wanna do is get some parchment paper for this craft. That'll be a good place for us to put our air dry clay down. Not only will it be easier for us to actually make our air dry clay and then put it somewhere and be able to scrape it off without having to scratch the table. The other thing is that we can easily pick this up at the end and move it around anywhere in your house or apartment so that you don't have to leave it out on your one dining table if you have one. Another good thing with using this type of parchment paper or even using silicone is that you can easily, if you're making a very small intricate piece, you can kind of like pick it up and scrape it off, and I'll show you guys that. You are gonna want a tiny little bowl of water nearby. Too much water will make the air dry clay gummy and weak, but it is useful to use for scoring and slipping your pieces together. So when you're connecting two pieces of clay together, that's when you'll want water to help squish those edges together. Other materials that are optional but not required, I have, and I don't know what I'll even use yet, is I have some of my Crayola materials. So this for scoring and slipping, this little spatula for picking things up, and then also this like mini one. And I also have a toothbrush, which I think might come in handy for scoring and slipping pieces, but we'll see if we actually end up using it. First thing that I want to make today is actually an SD card holder. And right now, whenever I get an SD card for a camera to film a video like this, it comes in these little tiny boxes, which are great for when I'm moving them around. But in terms of storage and in terms of me finding them and knowing where they are, I kind of need a place to actually put all of my SD cards. And so that's why I want to make a small little holder. So I have two ideas for this holder. The first is to do something like what is used for Scrabble. And then the second is actually to make a little tiny miniature file bin for the SD card holders. And we're gonna make one or both, depending on how hard each one is. So let's try it out. First thing we'll do is open this up. I had bought this clay about 6 or more months ago. You can see I used it very sparingly. It actually held really well in this box, so I definitely recommend the air dry clay Crayola, just specifically because when you want to use it and put it away, you're not going to use this whole chunk of clay in one crafting session, but then it keeps, so that's helpful. First thing we're going to do is pull up some inspiration here. I think the easiest one to start with would be the Scrabble board, because we have one long piece up, one long piece below, and then we can kind of put dividers in between. Probably should have grabbed a rolling pin. I have one. I don't know if it'll be too heavy for this. It's a marble rolling pin. It may be a little too heavy. Let's see how it works. If it gets stuck, you can kind of just use your fingers and roll it off. Obviously, we mainly just want this pretty flat. So besides all these cracks, it's looking mostly fine. Let's see if we can smooth these out. What's fun about air dry clay is you can do a lot with just your fingers. There's a lot of other materials. Also gonna seal this up so that our other air dry clay does not dry. Okay, we have our base piece. She's looking pretty flat. I think we need a rectangle first, and I could use a normal knife, but I'm just gonna use this cutter that we already have out. First, I'll just kind of score it. And I have a reference size here, and I have this SD card adapter that we can use as a reference. So we want it to be a little bit shorter so I can easily grab it from the top, but still enough to lean. So right about here. We'll do the same measurement over here. And again, guys, these are fun crafts. I don't think you should be, measuring too much. It's okay if it's not perfect. That's what makes it unique, and that's what makes it yours. For these other pieces of clay. Nice. Now here's again, the good thing about the parchment is I can go like this and easily pull this up from the bottom. So this will be our back, like so, but now we need a front and we need a way to stand it up. So I'm thinking we can do kind of like a triangle base. Now that we know how long it's gonna be, this will fit 4 SD cards, it looks like. 1, 2, 3, 4, that's perfect. And now we'll do the front lip so that we can attach it down here. That's important so that the SD cards don't slide off. So I'll take this clay. I just want to make it the length of that. It's a little uneven. Now I kind of don't really want to do a big bar like that. I want to make it a lot slimmer. So I have 2 options. I can rolling pin, which seems way too big of a rolling pin to use, or I can try to just flatten. So we're gonna start with trying to flatten this, and if it doesn't work out, we will just redo it. This could actually be the stand part, so it could just stand like this. Yeah, and then let me just make it to the right size then. So we'll want to cut it there, there. Okay, now we need to score and slip that piece for here so that we can stand it up properly, especially before it gets too dry. Now this is a choice. This is gonna be facing the back behind the SD cards. I don't really need it to look beautiful, but I do kind of want to give it some sort of flatter side over here so that the front piece sticks to it. Naturally pressing this down a little bit into the table as well. So now what we're gonna do is score and slip. And what that means is we're going to make little plus signs or X's on the back of this, and then we're going to do the same here, and we'll add a little bit of water. Once we add the scoring, which is the crosses or small scratches, then we're going to add a bit of slip, which is water. We'll press them together, and that'll help prevent the pieces popping off later. There's many ways to score and slip. Essentially, you just want some perpendicular lines. Can you overscore? I don't know. Someone let me know in the comments. And then we'll do the same on this side. You guys could even use a fork for something like this. Obviously, just make sure you wash it properly afterwards. You don't need this Crayola tool, which I am misusing because it's not meant for this, but it works pretty well. Okay, now we're gonna add a little bit of slip. I'm gonna get that with my toothbrush here. Just kind of dab it on. You don't need a lot. Just lightly pressing it before I flip this over and make sure it's the right angle. Perfect, we're like halfway there. And then again, I don't want these edges on it, on both sides there. So I am going to do another chop. Now they have like a wall to lean against, which is awesome, but there's no bottom bar yet to hold it in place. So we need to make a bottom bar, and we need to do it fast before the clay dries, and I can feel it again hardening up, but that's where the water comes in handy. You can just add a little bit of water and it kind of helps you keep moving. So for this one, I definitely want this one to be a little bit flatter and more like a flat bottom J bar. And I'm honestly just gonna use this to press it down. We're gonna score it just in the back here. And we'll add a little bit of slip. Use a paintbrush too here. I just have a toothbrush that I have dedicated to crafts, so it's already something in my craft pile. Stick this on. And I kind of want this to curve up, so we might need to fold this a little bit. There we go, so it's curving up. And then while it's still wet, I'm gonna take a test drive card here. Perfect. And then I can easily pick it up, put it down, cut off the side. What I'm doing right now is just smoothing it a little bit and curving it up a little bit so that it's even easier to grab things. All right, so the last thing we'll try to do is actually add lines in between so there's room and I know where I can slide each SD card in and out. And I might need to grab some more clay, but we'll try and work with this very little bit that we have left. I really want this to be a fun, thin line. That was thin enough that it broke, but that is about the right length to start with. So we will do one there. Now these smaller pieces are almost hard to score and slip, but what I'm going to do is almost dig out a little bit of clay where I want this one to be pressed in properly. And then that way, oh, I should give it a little wet, shouldn't I? Well, I do have a micro SD card. That was like a little small for the right side, but I think we'll do fine. And I'll do the next one and I'll just measure it like this. We'll let her dry. You can see in the light, you know, where the back bar is. But it's gonna work perfectly. Last thing I want to do is just shape up these corners. So I'm gonna take a little bit of water and just make sure that everything I want to be flat is flat. Now we are gonna wait a little bit for her to air dry. I'm scared of destroying it. We'll see how it comes out. I'm hoping the top does not break off. I don't think it will, but in the meantime, let's make something else. So I've decided what I'm gonna make. I think I'm gonna try and do an air dry clay trinket bowl that is in the shape of a flower. And I think it should really only take us 5 minutes. We have to make the center and then make probably, I'm thinking 6 petals for the sides and then kind of curve them up a little bit, score and slip it all and put it together. So let's see if we can do it. So I'm gonna guess at how much clay I think we need here. I think this might be enough for the center. And then let's grab a good chunk for the petals. With air dry clay, I try not to grab too much because obviously I don't really want it sitting out and drying, but we'll put our lid back on. So first let's make the center, and I want this to be pretty flat, so I am gonna roll it out with the rolling pin. And again, if you don't have a rolling pin, you can use a sunscreen bottle, anything that's round, maybe even a water bottle. That's what I used in the past prior to purchasing a rolling pin, so I know the woes of having one. Mine will stick and it's gonna cause some unevenness, but I will just add a little bit of water after, and I want to smooth that out. Let's do move it around. So now I need to make this a circle, and I don't even think I need a reference. I think we know what a circle looks like, so this is more for me in case I mess up here. That's pretty circular. That'll be our center, and I think we need about 6 petals. And I don't want these to be too thin because I want the bowl to I don't want these to be too thin because I want the bowl to actually hold some hair bands. So I don't want to actually roll these out. I'm gonna press them out like this. There's an easy way to tell if you have enough clay to go around, and you can essentially just do this and see we are not quite there yet. Also, I obviously don't want it folding over, so they'll all be kind of further out. But this is the thickness I want, so I'll make a couple petals out of this and then we'll go and do more. So first I'll get some water here, and I'm going to just smooth out the petals first before we start cutting them. Now for the petal shape, most important part. I'm not doing a pointy tip yet, and you'll see why. I'm also not going too far in at the bottom because I'm gonna fold these up a little bit. So before we attach these like that, because obviously that doesn't look super cute, and I think we probably also will need to roll up the bottom one, but we'll get there. Because I want to fold these a little bit. So I'm going to take this, and you can take a pen or a toothbrush, and just at the bottom here, you guys can see I'm folding it in a little bit. And then I'm going to take some water and make a little tip for a flower, and I'm going to smooth out the edges. So then we're going to score and slip our circle. We'll add a little bit of water here. Right now the air dry clay has no support, so I'm gonna prop it up a little bit, just like that, while we smooth it. 1 of 6 done. At this point, it looks like a bunny. I'm actually going to leave this 5th area empty so there's an easy way to reach in and grab hairband or rings or anything from the drawer, from the bowl. And so to let this one dry properly, you guys could use a cup or any type of glass. I'm going to use this other bowl that I have, and I'm going to put the beautiful flower into the bowl. And then while I have it in here, I'm just going to finish shaping it up how I want it to look. It's the next day, and we are going to go see how our air dry clay is doing. It broke. It's broken. So the flower one, it's quite brittle because I made it a little bit, I thought I made it thick enough, but clearly not. and it has broken into 3 pieces. This piece is still together though. And then this is still looking fine. This is good, it's all stuck together. So this one we can paint. So we're good with the SD card holder, but the flower trinket pot, not so much. Kind of disappointed in the flower pot because obviously I spent a lot of time smoothing it out, but it is quite brittle. Like that just broke in my hands right there. And I'm not sure how thick it would really need to not be brittle. So, because this is similar thickness, but it stayed together and I think it might be due to the shape or maybe the way I combine them together. So partial failure, I guess, for now. Let's see if this holds our SD cards though, before we paint it. That looks good. That's the shoe for the camera, so that I also need to make sure I keep track of. Shakes a little bit when I pull it up. We can just lean it kind of back. So it's a little uneven, but for the job I need it to do, that's totally fine. If we're 1 for 2, I'll take it. So we're gonna paint this and then we're gonna call this project done. And maybe we'll do another attempt at air dry clay if you guys think it's fun to watch. So I don't know though, because I feel like it was pretty hard to roll it out. It's fun though to play with, I don't know. We'll figure it out. Pink or white? Got it. I do like the color it is, just the air dry clay, but I think with the pink, it'll be a lot easier for me to see it on my desk and put the SD cards on it. She is dry, time for a second coat. I found that just putting it on is quicker and easier. Air dry clay really does like drink up the paint. I'm so excited about this because I keep misplacing the SD cards and I need them to be in one spot. She's officially dry. Our final setup is going to be right here. Yay! Okay, we're gonna put it over here on the desk, and that's where we'll hold them. And I'll hold the additional shoe for my camera as well. Perfect. I'm really happy with how the SD card holder came out. That's gonna live on my desk now. I think it's super cute. It's not perfect, but that's the point of crafts, is when you make them yourself, they gotta be unique and fun. And then for our lovely flower pot, which did not work out, I may try to redo this one. I haven't decided yet. Thanks so much for watching this Erin Makes. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and hope to see you again on one of our crafting videos.